Hello there and welcome back. So today we're going to be showing off another new update flip, as I'm assuming most people know that there was a new mining update and yet they still didn't give a forging. 2 mining updates before forging is fine, but we are going to be once again going to the glaciate tunnels and we're going to be looking at suspicious scrap, mostly because this is possibly the most ludicrous crazy flip here. But I would recommend just making a buy order for a smaller amount. You don't need 64, it's not that much, but the problem with this is it's incredibly competitive. As we can see, I placed my order and it is already having a matching order, which means I have to already relist it. So the main problem here is getting the first scrap. So once we get that, I always recommend trying to keep a scrap in inventory so then you can actually refresh and get to the scrap page faster. But we have to get the scrap first, but we'll be back when we get the scrap. Alright, so we just got our first scrap. It hasn't been very long, but once we get the scrap, I would recommend doing kind of this thing where you put the scrap up here, so that when you open the bazaar, you get the scrap right there, and you can scan to check if you have the best order or not. So, what one person has been doing, which is lovely, is they've been upping the price of scrap, trying to make it so that, I drop the price, but we don't really care because we're still getting a crap ton. So now, if you want to check and refresh orders as fast as you possibly can, I recommend using the technique of click, hover, someone did, we're going to make our buy order, we're going to claim, cancel that, and then just keep doing this. I would try and just note your amount that you made an order for. If it goes down slightly, for example, ours went down to 3 because the top 2 orders were different. So I don't know, I might freeze frame that and go over and explain what I mean, but we clearly don't have the best order, or at least we're matched, so we're just going to make it again, cancel our previous, and know that, oh, well, we had a 4, someone else has 15, so we'll just make a different order. And over here we have 4, so now we can refresh. Someone has 7, that's clearly not just ours, so we will just make another 4. We can refresh, we have a 4, is ours 3.7? No. So we can just go, make another 4, and, rinse and repeat, just doing this this is at least how I recommend competing in, incredibly competitive markets, because you have to be refreshing a lot. As you can see, between that one refresh, there were, 3 more orders that took top spot, so it's just pretty difficult to maintain. As you can see, someone took 5, so now we're gonna have to do that. But either way, let's say we were to just make a sell offer for just 1, that is going to be selling for 1.62, and this scrap costed us around 1.4. It was actually 1.42, so they just some moron decided to raise the price by like 60k, because this used to be 1.38, but then they were like, oh, I'm going to do marginal thing because that's going to get people to stop doing the flip. It will never get people to stop doing the flip. I'm just saying, never. If you're gonna make a buyer, never click this button, never click the 5% spread, right? It doesn't actually get people to stop, right? It does not. But anyway, to the profit now. Alright, so for this flip, you actually you don't need any requirements for it. You do need Harmonic 7 to get scrap, but not if you want to just buy it. So anyway, with that out of the way, I'm going to be assuming a 200k margin here, with price being around 1.4 and the sell price of 1.6 mil. Now, these prices are going to change a lot over the next few days because the update has been out for literally 3 days. It's a very new item. People want all of it. I even want to buy it because I want my penguins, but it's a new item, so these prices are all subject to change. But with the current 200k margin and the amount of supply and demand for it, the theoretical amount per hour is 120 mil, but you're never going to get that because people are going to change the prices so drastically. But you could probably still get 40 or 50 mil, just because the margins, if you stay in the market long enough, it will probably decrease. And it's also incredibly challenging to get all of it, as you see when we were doing that. I probably had to refresh my order 12 times or something, maybe 12, 13 times during that entire minute. So anyway, hope this video is helpful, also for introducing kind of the whole flip refresh technique. But see you in the next one.